Attorney Andrew Branca here for Law of Self Defense. Today's post of the day takes a look at how important good prosecutors and how damaging bad prosecutors can be for a community, with a focus on newly elected St. Louis prosecutor Wesley Bell, who was also covered briefly in yesterday's post of the day about the taser that went bang. Learn why it's vitally important that we elect good prosecutors, decline to elect bad ones, and as always, how to make yourself hard to convict at lawofselfdefense.com. Also, the second quarter of 2019 just ended, which means we're launching our latest Law of Self-Defense quarterly 3-DVD, 1-CD set, a collection of the last 3 months of our self-defense law insight, analysis, and education, yours to keep for 65% off this launch week only. Learn more by pointing your browser to lawofselfdefense.com/quarterly. I'm attorney Andrew Branca with Law of Self-Defense. You probably already know that I specialize in use of force law, meaning defense of yourself, your family, and your property, and that I have for more than 25 years. You're a responsibly armed American who wants your family to be safe, and being responsible, you also know that securing that safety involves much more than just owning a gun. It means being ready before, during, and after that fight with, amongst other things, a great legal defense team to win the legal fight that follows the physical fight. And that legal defense team shouldn't consist of just a fantastic lawyer, although that's pretty important. You also need the resources to maximize your ability to win your legal fight, including best-in-class use of force legal expertise. That's why many of you have come directly to me in an effort to plan and get me to commit ahead of time to be available to consult on your case should you need to defend yourself sometime in the future. And that's a pretty smart idea. But in the past, there's been a complication. My legal practice is a complex business with a great many other commitments that are hard to justify displacing when an unexpected case comes knocking. Too often, I have to decline the requested legal consultation entirely, or at best delay it substantially. And as the saying goes, justice delayed is justice denied. So in the past, my answer to these pre-commitment requests has had to be, well, maybe, but I can't promise anything. I have a lot of demands on my time. We'll have to see when that day comes. And by the way, I'm not inexpensive. Folks typically didn't much like to get that answer, and I didn't like much giving it. It's always been our mission at Law of Self-Defense to make our clients and customers hard to convict, meaning demonstrably in compliance with the law of self-defense. Our usual answer to these pre-commitment requests didn't feel like we were advancing that mission. You are a loyal customer of Law of Self-Defense, and I've decided to do better for you than that. So I'm putting a stake in the ground today. Today, I'm thrilled to announce the launch of the Law of Self-Defense Consult Program, a program that lets me say yes to those of you enrolled. Yes, I'll be on your case. Yes, you will receive my priority attention over all other commitments. Yes, I don't care if I'm in the middle of a product launch, if I had plans to travel, to teach a class, or anything else. You will get me right now, when right now can make all the difference. And unlike self-defense, quote-unquote, insurance plans, there are no circumstantial exclusions to the consult program. Unlike those plans, I don't care if you defended yourself in a gun-free zone, or used a knife instead of a gun, or had a few drinks before, or triggered any of the other dozens of circumstantial exclusions that self-defense insurance plans typically use to avoid having to meet their commitments. Even if your self-defense insurance company runs in your time of need, I'll be there for you, period. I will be immediately available to provide legal consultation to your attorney to combat even the most serious felony charges or in a civil litigation. And this is really good news for you. My legal consults have most often resulted in either dismissed charges or diversionary treatment that ultimately clears the client's record if they keep their nose clean. These kinds of pretrial outcomes can save you months of anxiety, many thousands of dollars of legal expenses, and of course, avoid prison time. Naturally, no particular legal outcome can be guaranteed for any case, but I can claim a demonstrable record of proven expertise with successful legal outcomes. It gets even better. As a consult program participant, up to the first 20 hours of legal consultation will be 100% covered. That alone is worth over $10,000. The truth is that usually only about 10 hours are required for a consultation. Indeed, I've never needed more than 10 hours to consult on a case where the charges were dismissed or the client entered into a diversion program. Odds are very high that 10 hours of consult will be more than enough for your case. Just to be safe, however, the consult program allows for twice the usual time allowance to be sure that you're covered. Finally, what you're paying today is all you will have to pay to be covered by our consult program for a full 10 years. That's right. That's how long you'll have to take advantage of my legal consult services under the consult program, should the need arise, without having to pay another penny into the program. I'm sure all of this sounds too good to be true, and in some ways it is. Here's the issue. Because I will be prioritizing your case, I have to limit participation in the consult program to a very small number of people. I just cannot accept an infinite number of participants into the program and still meet my obligations to the members, so I have to set a cap. So under this offer, there are only 50 consult program seats available. Once those are gone, this offer will end. Obviously, the Law of Self-Defense Consult Program is a premium program that's not for everyone. There are important details that you should review to make an informed decision about joining. You can review those details and our terms of service at lawofselfdefense.com/consult. After you've reviewed those details, think about your individual circumstances and what you'd be willing to pay to get a proven expert on use of force law on your case on demand and when you need it. And then consider how much less expensive it will be to have that resource when you need it under the consult program than if you were a random client consultation. If you do decide that the consult program meets your circumstances, I would urge you to not wait and to act now. Once those 50 seats are gone, this offer ends. So right now, point your browser to lawofselfdefense.com/consult. I'm attorney Andrew Branca with Law of Self-Defense, and in closing, as we say here, you carry a gun so you're hard to kill, know the law so you're hard to convict. Stay safe.